Hello. In continuation with the chapter Determinants, part 2. Now today we are discussing about area of triangle and we are finding the area of triangle with the help of determinants method. And let me remind you in class 10th, one chapter coordinate geometry in which you used to find the area of a triangle when three coordinates are given and the formula 1 upon 2 x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. That means when the coordinates are given, how to find the area of a triangle with the help of determinants method. Okay. So let us say area of triangle. Area of triangle. Area of triangle. Let the coordinates of a x1 y1 b x2 y2 and c x3 y3. These are the coordinates of a triangle. We are going to find the area. Okay. So for finding the area of a triangle, area of triangle is equal to 1 upon 2. In determinant form, I can write here x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, and x3, y3, 1. If I will evaluate this term, then we are getting 1 upon 2, x1, y2 minus y3, plus x2, y3 minus y1, plus x3, y1 minus y2. So this is the formula by which we will find the area of a triangle with the help of determinant. Okay. Let us take one example. Suppose I am taking 3 points 2 comma 7. Let A 2 comma 7, B 1 comma 1 and 10 comma 8. 1 comma 1 and C 10 comma 8. And we are going to find the area of a triangle. How to find the area of triangle? This is x1 y1, it is x2 y2, and that is x3 y3. Using this area of triangle, ABC is equal to 1 upon 2 x1 y1, x1 y1, 2 7 1, x2 y2, 1 1 1, x3 y3, 10 8 and 1. Okay, that is the process. And how to solve it? I think we can use the properties also. R1 minus R2, R2 minus R3 also. R1 is replaced by R1 minus R2 and R2 is replaced by R2 minus R3. So it is coming 1 upon 2 R1 minus R2. So 2 minus 1, it is 1. 7 minus 1, 6. There's a 0. Here is 1 minus 10, minus 9. 1 minus 8, minus 7. And it is 0. 10, 8, 1. Okay. Now we can extend it. So I'm going to extend it. So two zeros are here, 2 0. This taking only 1. This is 3 cross 3. That means sign is positive. Leaving this row and column, it is coming minus 7, minus 7, minus minus plus 9 6 54. 1 upon 2, 54 minus 7, it is 47. Okay, 7 7 40, 47 with plus sign. So the result is coming 2 2 4, 2 3 6.1 square unit. Okay. So this is the way by which we can find the area of a triangle. In case if you are going to prove that the 3 points are collinear, if the points are collinear, then what should be done? Area of triangle x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1 and x3 y3 1, which is equal to 0. If the area of triangle is equal to 0, what does it mean? The points are collinear, right? So this is the way by which we can find the area of triangle with the help of determinant method and to find the collinearity of the 3 points. Okay. Now we'll have to discuss about minors and cofactors of a matrix. Minors and cofactors of a matrix. Minors and cofactors of a matrix. Minors is defined in such a way, suppose a matrix A is equal to A ij m cross n. Minors, we are going to find the minors of a matrix A ij, and the rows and columns in order m cross n. So it can be expressed in the form of, suppose we are going to find the minors of ij. So deleting the row I and column j, the remaining elements are called minors, and which are expressed in the form of m ij is equal to, in the determinant form, deleting the row I and column j, in which I and j are belonging, is called the minors. For example, suppose there is a matrix A, A1, A2, A3, or A11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32, and 33. This is the matrix of 3 cross 3. Okay. And we are going to find the minors of A11. Finding the minors of A11. Then how to find the minors? Minors denoted by capital M, 1, 1. This means is equal to deleting the rows I, that means first row, 1, 1, first row and first column. If I delete the first row and first column, then the remaining elements A22, A23, A32 and A33. These are called the minors. How many minors possible here? Because there are 3 cross 3, 9 elements, so there are 9 minors possible. Suppose you are going to find the minors M23. What does it mean? Deleting second row and third column. Second row and third column. Remaining elements can be arranged like that: A11, 12, A31 and A32. So this is the definition of the minors. Okay. Suppose we are going to find the minors of 2, 3. That means the second row and third column should be deleted, and the other elements, through the other elements, whatever the determinant is obtained, is a minors. Okay. So that is a minors. And second is cofactors. Cofactor is defined by A ij is equal to A ij m cross n, in such a way that A ij is equal to minus m ij minus 1 to the power I plus j. Minus 1 to the power I plus j. So only this is the difference between minors and cofactors. That means minors and cofactors are same. Only the difference is, that is, if you are going to find the minus A23 is there, we are going to find the cofactors of A23. That means what we have to do? Minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3, 5, and other elements are same as like this: A11, A12, A31 and A32. Okay. So the difference between minors and cofactors is, in cofactors we have to multiply with this determinant minus 1 to the power whatever the column and row which we are deleting, their sum. Okay. So this is the difference between minors and cofactors. Okay. Minors denoted by capital M and cofactors denoted by capital A. Okay. So these are the minors and cofactors. Now 1 or 2 examples I am taking, and we are finding the minors and cofactors. So minors and cofactors are 2 cross 2 or 3 cross 3. You can got it, the procedure is the same as, there's no change in it. Suppose one question I am taking from it. One exercise is exercise 4.4. Question is, Write minors and cofactors of the elements of the following determinants. Write minors and cofactors. Okay. For writing the minors and cofactors, suppose I am taking one question, second part, exercise 4.4. Second question, second part. 104 35 minus 1 0 1 2. So determinant. We are going to find the minors and cofactors. Okay. Minors. It is 3 cross 3 M11. What is the rule? Our rule is leaving first row and first column. It is coming 5 minus 1 0 and 2. Okay. 5 minus 1 1 1. 5 minus 1 1 and 2. Right. So minor is 5 2s are 10 plus 1, it is 11. So the value of minors M11 is 11. Here what happens? Cofactors. A11 minus 1 to the power 2, same thing. 5 minus 1, 1, 2. So the result is minus 1 to the power 2, that means it is positive. So the result is same. Minus 1, 1, 11 and 11. Minors and cofactors. Minus 1, 2. First row, second column. Leaving first row and second column. First row, second column. 3 minus 1, 0 and 2. Result is 3 2 is 6. Only. Cofactors. A12. Minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 0, 2. What is here? Since minus 1 raised to the power 3, that means it is minus 1. Minus 1 multiplied by 6, it is minus 6. Okay. So here 11, 11, it is 6 and minus 6. After that, M13. First row, third column should be left. First row, third column. 3 5 0 1. 3 5 0 1. Result 3 minus 0. So result is 3. Cofactors 1 3. Minus 1 to the power 4. Same 3 5 0 1. Result is plus 4. 1 1 1 2 1 3. 2 1 minus M 2 1. 2 1, what does it mean? Second, leaving second row, first column. 0 4 1 2. Result 0 minus 4. Cofactors A21 minus 1 to the power 3 0 4 1 2. Minus 1 to the power 3, it is coming minus sign, so it's a minus and minus, it is plus. After that, minor A21 2 2. 2 2. Leaving second row and second column. Second row, second column. 1 4 0 2. 1 4 0 2. Result 2. Cofactors minus 1 to the power 4. 1 4 0 2. Result is minus plus 2. Because minus 1 to the power 4, it is plus. After that, minus M 2 3. Leaving second row, third column. 1 0 0 1. Result 1. Cofactor 2 3. Minus 1 to the power 5. 2 3. 2 plus 3 5. 1 0 0 1. Result minus 1. Okay. Result minus 1. And same as minus 3 3. M 3 3. Sorry. 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 minus 3 1. Third row, first column. 0 4 5 minus 1. 0 4 5 minus 1. Result 0 minus 20. Cofactors 3 1. Minus 1 to the power 3 plus 1 4. 0 4 5 minus 1. Result plus 20. Oh, minus 1 to the power 4. It is also minus 20. Because minus 1 having even number powers, result is positive, otherwise result is negative. M 3 2. Third row, second column. Third row, second column. 1 4 3 minus 1. 1 4 3 minus 1. Result minus 1 minus 12 minus 30. Cofactor 3 2 minus 1 to the power 5. 1 4 3 minus 1. Result is plus 30. And third one is M33. M33. Third row, third column. 1035. 1035. Result is 5. And cofactor 33 minus 1 to the power 6. That means result is again coming same 5. Okay. So here when we analyze the term, you can see that when the power is in the form of even, see power is in the form of even, like 1 1, here you can see that the result is same. But power is in the form of odd, then the result is having same but sign in opposite. Like this is M12 and A12. The value is 6, the value is minus 6. So what is the difference between minors and cofactors? If we are finding the minors of minus 1 to the power even term, then the minors and cofactors are same. But if minus 1 to the power odd term is there, then minors and cofactors are same, but sign is opposite in cofactors than the minors. It's okay. So these are the ways by which we can find the minors and cofactors. Okay. Now we are discussing about adjoint of a matrix. We are discussing about adjoint of a matrix. How to define the adjoint of a matrix? If any matrix A, the element Aij and n cross n is given, okay, and we are going to find the adjoint of A, then we can write in a combination of the factors of all the elements of its transpose. Adjoint of a matrix. Adjoint of a matrix. Okay. Adjoint of a matrix is defined in such a way. Suppose there is a matrix A, Aij, n cross n, rows and orders are same, square matrix. Aij n cross n is defined, the adjoint of A, the short form ADJ adjoint of A is equal to, we can write here, the transpose of the cofactors of all the elements. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, and A23, A31, A32, and A33. What is it? Adjoint of a matrix is defined. A is a matrix Aij n cross n, then it is coming in the form of n cross n. It is defined like that. The adjoint is defined. Adjoint of A is defined in the form of A. Ij, it becomes Ji n cross n. Okay. Ij is converted into the form of Ji. What does it mean? Transpose of it. That means this is the group of adjoint. There are total 9 adjoints possible in 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. So the transpose of adjoint, transpose of these cofactors. Okay. These A1, A2, A3, A11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33. These are all cofactors of the matrix A. Okay. And these are cofactors not in a proper order. These are the transpose of the matrix. Okay. So what is the definition of the adjoint of A? If a matrix A, Aij, n cross n can be defined in such a way, adjoint of A is equal to the transpose of cofactors of A, J, I, N cross N. Okay. Now let us take a 3 cross 3 matrix and I explain you. Suppose A is equal to a matrix 3 cross 3 A 1 1 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 and 3 3. What is it? It is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, right? So if you are going to find the adjoint of A, then we have to write here the transpose of all cofactors. A11 cofactors of it, that means leaving this column and row. This is 1 1 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 and 3 3. This is called the adjoint of A, where A11, A12, 13 are the cofactors. And I write here A11 is cofactor of A11. This A11 is a cofactor of element A11. That means leaving this row and column, determinant value of this is a cofactor of it. And this is also A11. I have written here cofactor, that means minus 1 to the power 2 is already there. So what does it mean? Adjoint of A is equal to transpose of all the cofactors. Okay. And second thing is A multiplied by adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A is multiplied by A is equal to determinant value of A into I. This is the rule, and we can verify it by any 2 cross 2 or by any 3 cross 3 determinant matrix. Okay. A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A. So I am taking an example of 2 cross 2 and I am going to verify it whether it is true or not true. A into adjoint of A. Let A is equal to a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is a matrix. I have taken A. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 2 cross 2. We are going to find the adjoint of A. Adjoint of A. What is adjoint of A? That is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Isn't it? 1, 1. First row, first column should be left. First row, first column. 4 is coming here. Minus 1 to the power 2, so it is plus 4. 1, 2. First row, second column, it is 3. But sign is minus because 1 plus 2, 3 minus 1 to the power 3. It is 2, 1. Second row, first column, again it is minus 2. And 2, 2. Second row, second column, 1. This is adjoint of A. If I multiply A into adjoint of A, then the result is A 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is 4 minus 2 minus 3 and 1. If I am going to multiply these, multiplication of two matrices, 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2, multiplication is possible. 4 minus 6 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2, it is 0. 12 minus 12, 0. And minus 6 plus 4 minus 2. It's okay. Minus 2 is coming. The question, as I told you, A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant value of this matrix A into I. What is the determinant value of this? Determinant value is 4 1 ja 4 minus 6 minus 2. This is the determinant value. It's okay. So that means this term can be written, if I take minus 2 out, then it is coming 1 0 0 1. And 1 0 0 1 is what? It is identity matrix of 2 cross 2. So A into adjoint of A is equal to, when I write here minus 2, what does it mean? Minus 2 is determinant value of A into I. Okay. So this is verified. A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant value of A into I. Okay, and it is verified for any square matrix 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3. One more term I am writing after that. Invertibility is possible there. A into adjoint of A. This is A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant value of A into I. It's okay. If A inverse is multiplied, if the inverse is possible here, so A inverse into A adjoint of A is equal to A inverse determinant value of A into I. Okay. Then what happens? A inverse into A, its value is I. Adjoint of A into A is equal to A inverse determinant value of A. So determinant value of A will be shifted here. So it is coming 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. Into adjoint of A. Okay. This A is not there. Adjoint of A is here only. 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A is equal to A inverse. And what does it mean if we are going to find the inverse of any matrix? If we are going to find the inverse of any matrix, then the first method I told you, row transformation or column transformation method, by which we can find the inverse of any matrix. Second method, we have derived this A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. That means if you are going to find the inverse of any matrix, so first of all we have to find the determinant value of A. Second, we are finding the adjoint of A. And by the adjoint of A, when we divide the determinant value of A, the result is inverse of A. So this is the formula. A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. Now one question I am taking and finding the inverse of it. But before that, let us discuss about something: singular matrix and non-singular matrix. Do you know what is the meaning of singular? By the name it is understood. Singular. If the determinant value of matrix, because here one thing is that, suppose I am writing here A inverse is equal to adjoint of A upon determinant value of A. Okay. If determinant value of A is equal to 0, if denominator comes 0, what does it mean? It is not defined. So that means A inverse does not exist. A inverse does not exist if determinant value of A is equal to 0. And if determinant value of A is not equal to 0, that means A inverse exists. It's okay. So remember these two things also. Means before finding the inverse of any matrix, first of all we have to find its determinant value. If it is coming equal to 0, that means inverse does not exist, otherwise inverse exists. So for finding the inverse, first of all we have to check whether the A inverse should not be, the determinant value of A should not be equal to 0. And only then we can find the inverse of the matrix. Okay. Now let us discuss about the singular matrix. Singular matrix. The meaning of this: if determinant value of A is equal to 0, it's a singular. Then it is a singular. Then it is a singular matrix. Okay. And otherwise it is non-singular. Right. So this is the definition of singular matrix. So before finding the inverse of any matrix, first of all we have to find the determinant value of matrix. If it is a singular, then inverse is not possible. Otherwise inverse is possible for 2 cross 2 or for 3 cross 3 matrices. Okay. Now taking a question. Find adjoint of each of the matrices. We are going to find the adjoint. Okay. So for finding the adjoint, I am taking a question from exercise 4.5. Exercise 4.5. Question number 4th. 1 minus 1, a matrix is 1 minus 1, 2. It is a matrix symbol. 1 minus 1, 2. And 3, 0 minus 2. Third one is in third row 1, 0, 3. This is a matrix. Let A is equal to this. What we are finding, the question is find adjoint. Find adjoint. Adjoint of A. I am not writing this question number A. Question number 4. Actually, in question number 4, they are asking the verify A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determine value of A into I. Question number 4, but in this question, I am finding the adjoint of A. Okay. So adjoint of A is equal to what? First of all, right here, adjoint of A is equal to the transpose of all the cofactors. Transpose of all the cofactors. So you memorize this thing, capital A1, A2, A3, B, A11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33. Direct. 11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32 and 33, where these are the cofactors. Okay. Now we are finding the values of 1, 1. A11 minus 1 to the power 2. And direct I am finding 1, 1. First row, first column should be deleted. It is coming 0, minus 2, 0 add 3, multiply 0, minus 0. The result is 0, final result is 0. So value of A11. A12 minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, 3. 1, 2, leaving first row and second column. First row, second column. 3, 3 is 9 plus 2, 11. And sign is minus 11. A13 minus 1 to the power 4. First row, third column. First row, third column. 0 minus 0. Result is 0, final result 0. A21 minus 1 to the power 3. Second row, first column should be deleted. Minus 3 only. So final minus 3 and minus. It is plus 3. A22 minus 1 to the power 4. Second row, second column. 3 minus 2. It is 1. Answer is 1. A23. Second row, third column, minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3, 5. Second row, third column, 0 and it is plus 1. Plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. A31 minus 1 to the power 4. Third row, first column, 2 minus 0. It is 2. Result is 2 only. A32 minus 1 to the power 5. Third row, second column, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 2, minus 6, minus 8. And it is coming plus 8. And finally, A33 minus 1 to the power 6. Third row, third column, 0 and it is plus 3. So result is 3. Okay. So now we are substituting the value here direct. A11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. 0 minus 11, 0. 0 minus 11, 0. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. 3, 1 minus 1. And 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 8, 3. 2, 8, 3. This is the adjoint of. Okay. So friends, this is the procedure for finding the adjoint. Now one question I am taking in which we have to find the inverse. Find the inverse. Find the inverse of each of the matrices if exist given the exercise 5 to 11. Okay. So one question I am taking and finding out the inverse. And I am taking a 3 cross 3. Because 3 cross 3 matrix is considered as a so-called difficult matrix. So I am taking 3 cross 3, 2 cross 2 questions you will solve, in which adjoint and other elements are not very much difficult. Just leaving the specified rows and column, whatever element is left, that is simply cofactors with minus 1 to the power 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. So that is question number. Here I am taking one question from 5 to 10. There are questions here. I am taking question number 9. Matrix 2, 4, minus 7. 2, 4, minus 7. 1, minus 1, 2. And 3, 0, 1. Let A is equal to this. And question is find inverse if exist. Find inverse. Question is find inverse if exists. Okay. Find inverse if exists. For finding the inverse, how to check it whether it is exist or not, inverse exists or not, the simple way to find the determinant value of A. So determinant value of A. 2, 1, 3, 4, minus 1, 0 and minus 7, 2, 1. Direct evaluate 2, leaving this column and row, minus 1. It is minus 1, leaving this column and row, 4. And third one is 3, leaving this column and row, 4 to the 8 and minus 7. Result is minus 2, it is minus 4 and 1 3 ja 3. 8 minus 7 1 3 ja 3. 5, this is minus 6 plus 3 minus 3 is not equal to 0. If minus 3 is not equal to 0, what does it mean? Since this is not equal to 0, A inverse exists. Okay, A inverse exists, and now when A inverse exists, we are going to find the inverse of it. The formula is A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. Okay, now we are finding the adjoint of A and substitute the value here. Adjoint of A. Adjoint of A, that is A11, A12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32 and 33. For finding the adjoint of A. Okay. For finding the adjoint of A, we are finding values of A11, 12, 13. I am writing the values here 11, 12, 13. A11 minus 1 to the power 2. Leaving first row and first column, it is coming minus 1. The result is minus 1. 1, 2, minus 1 to the power 3. First row, second column, 4. Result is minus 4. 1, 3, minus 1 to the power 4. First row, third column, 8, minus 7, 1. And result is 1. 8, 2, 1, minus 1 to the power 3. 2, 1. Second row, first column, 1. Result minus 1. 2, 2, minus 1 to the power 4. Second row, second column, 2 plus 21, 23. Result is 23. A23 minus 1 to the power 5. Second row, third column, 4 plus 7, 11. Minus 11. A31 minus 1 to the power 4. Third row, first column, 0 plus 3. Result 3. A32 minus 1 to the power 5. Third row, second column, 0 minus 12. Result is plus 12. And finally A33 minus 1 to the power 6. Third row, third column, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6. And result is minus 6. Okay. You got all these transpose. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. 1 minus 4, 1. Minus 1, minus 4, 1. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Minus 1, 23, minus 11. Minus 1, 23, minus 11. And 3, 12, minus 6. 3, 12 minus 6. Okay, these are transpose. A inverse is equal to 1 upon this. So what is the value of A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 upon determined value of A is minus 3 and adjoint of A minus 1 minus 4 1 minus 1 23 minus 11 3 12 and minus 6. Okay, if I want to multiply it inside, then you can multiply here. The result is 1 upon 3 1 upon 3 1 minus 4 upon 3 23 upon minus 3 minus 4 minus 1 upon 3 11 upon 3 and 2. This is the inverse of it. Okay, so this is a value 1 1, first row first column, 1 1 is coming minus 1 1 2, first row second column, 4 minus 4 1 3, first row third column, 8 minus 7 1, second row first column, 1 minus 6, this is 2 1, second row first column, 1 minus 6, second row first column, that's it, second row first column, the result is 1 minus 6 minus 5, second row first column 2 1. Here I have written 2 1, second row first column, that is 1 minus 6 minus 5 is coming here, so it is plus 5. Okay, 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 minus 6 minus 5, it is plus 5, that is plus 5. And after that, right, now 2 2, second row second column, 2 and plus 21 24, this is 24, my god, 2 2 minus 1 to the power 4, second row second column, 2 plus 20 2 plus 21 23, it's okay. And after that, second row third column, 4 plus 7 11 minus 11, third row first column, 1 0 plus 3. Okay, and second, this is the position of third row second column, 0 minus 12, so it is plus 12, and 3 3 minus 2 minus 4 minus 6 is coming here, so that means there was a mistake here, it is 5. Okay, so this is the procedure by which we will find the inverse. Okay, one more question I am taking for finding the inverse. Again, I am taking a 3x3 matrix. Okay, this is a question number 'I will take a question, trigonometric term question, that is 11th one, 100 0 cos alpha sin alpha and one is 0 sin alpha minus cos alpha. Okay, this is a question. We are going to find the inverse if exist. So let A is equal to this. First of all, we'll find the determinant value of A and check it whether it is exist or not. So taking 1, leaving this row and column, minus cos square alpha minus sin square alpha, minus cos square alpha minus sin square alpha. If I take minus sign common, cos square alpha plus sin alpha 1. So it is minus 1. Is not equal to 0, that means inverse exists. Okay. If inverse exists, that means A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant value of A into adjoint of A. And what is adjoint of A? A11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23, 31, 32 and 33. Okay, for finding A11, 1 minus 1 to the power 2, leaving first row and first column, it is minus cos square alpha minus sin square alpha minus 1. Okay, so the result is minus 1 only. After that 1, 2, minus 1 to the power 3, first row, second column, first row, second column, 0 minus 0. Result is 0. A13, minus 1 to the power 4, minus 1 to the power 4, first row, third column, 0 and 0. A21, minus 1 to the power 3, second row, first column, 0, 0. A22, minus 1 to the power 4, second row, second column, minus cos alpha. So it is minus cos alpha only. Okay. And after that A23, minus 1 to the power 5, second row, third column, sin alpha. Sin with minus, sin alpha. Okay. Now A31, minus 1 to the power 4, third row, first column, 0 and 0. A32, minus 1 to the power 5, third row, second column, sin alpha with minus sign. And finally A33, minus 1 to the power 6, 3 and 3 cos alpha. Okay, third row, third column. So it is cos alpha. So that means A inverse is equal to 1 upon minus 1, 1 upon minus 1, because the determinant value of A is equal to minus 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 0, minus cos alpha minus sin alpha, 0 minus cos alpha minus sin alpha. And third is 0 minus sin alpha cos alpha, 0 minus sin alpha cos alpha. Okay. If I'll multiply it by minus 1, so it is coming 1, 0, 0, 0, cos alpha, sin alpha, 0, sin alpha minus cos alpha. Okay. And you can see that the value of A 1, 0, 0, 0 cos alpha, sin alpha, 0 sin alpha minus cos alpha. So here what happens? The inverse of A is itself A. Okay, inverse of A is A. Okay friends, so in my next lecture we'll have to take some questions from this exercise and application of determinants and matrices. Okay, thank you.